Hi, quick video on having a backup plan. So what do we mean by a backup plan? Well, it's just something, a piece of reference material that you can go back to at any time if life or whatever it has thrown a bit of a spanner in the works in regards to your training. So an example I would use, which happens to me regularly, is obviously my wife still works, and we've got two autistic twin boys, so they're obviously a handful as well. And often if she's got to work late for whatever reason, or she's got to drop the kids off to me, or I've got to go and pick them up, or we have something where I've got to deal with something outside of, sort of, for want of a better word, office hours. I usually train in the evenings, so that obviously means that I either can't get to training, or it's going to affect the time I have to do what I would usually do, or what I've programmed for. So there's two things I can do there really. Well, obviously I can just put the training back. That's always an option, so I could either do it another day or another time. Or what I can do is I can do something else. So I can refer back to a backup plan or a backup reference material. And all it is, it's just some quick go-to training that you can do, and that you have actually programmed down. It's usually just an A4 piece of paper with some very quick sort of workout ideas that you could do on it. The reason I have it written down, the reason I have it programmed or planned, if you like, is because it's very easy then to say, when that kind of situation happens, you think to yourself, maybe I'll go out for a run, or I'll do I'll do some press ups, or I'll do some sit ups and all this. And invariably what happens is it just turns into a very wishy-washy session, or you just don't do it at all. You don't have the same intensity, you can't be bothered, there's no real direction to it, so it kind of all falls apart at the seams. So just by having a reference point, a reference piece of material, and it literally can just be an A4 sheet of paper or a PDF you've got on your phone, that just has a list of exercises down it, or a list of training sort of ideas down it, that sort of maybe ties into the current program you're doing. And having a very specific set out document means that you're less likely to just either sack it off, or sort of go and do something half-assed, or that really just doesn't sort of equate to much in terms of training at all. So little quick tip really, have a backup plan, not just a backup plan, but have something programmed down, one piece of A4 sheet of paper, something you can just refer to straight away and get cracking. The other thing you can do is have an app that you use, that might generate a workout for you. I'm not a massive fan of those, so I think it does fall into that same thing again, in terms of it just kind of sits on your phone, and then when it comes to the crunch, you might not fall back on it, you might not actually use it, or you're kind of flipping around trying to find a workout that suits you. But there are some decent apps out there. I'll post some in the group anyway, and at the end of this video, so you can see those. Yeah, have a backup plan, have a piece of significant sort of proper reference material that you can go back to, and again, you'll never be at a loss when life throws these spanners in the works. All right, speak soon.